The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
Straight ahead on this edition of Perspectives, Father's Day is right around the corner. We're going to talk with Coach Stephen Lynn of the Dare to Dream program. He's going to let us know about the Fatherhood Initiative and what men can do to become empowered. That's on this edition of Perspectives with yours truly, Darren Hyman.
Anything relevant to life, you bring it to the table. Whether you make a move solo or a movement with a stable. No fables, you speak on your decisions. Cause in the long run, it's your voice, your views, your vision. Keeping it real with many messages for you to know. This ain't radio, but DJ runs the show. Entertainment, he rocks it. Politics, he locks it. The host with the most would handle any topic. Don't forget to share your perspective, which shines a light. Cause it might make a difference in someone else's life. What's your perspective?
And hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Perspectives. I am Darren Hyman. Of course, we encourage you, stay connected to us. And you can hit us up on BronxNet Perspectives on our Facebook page. Also, check us out on Twitter. There you're able to talk about the show, see some past episodes, share your comments, let us know what you think and what you want to see, because your perspective really does make a difference to us. Straight ahead is Father's Day. And coming up, as you know, many people are excited about Father's Day. But the truth of the matter is, there's a huge difference between Mother's Day and Father's Day. The celebrations are bigger. You go to the restaurant, you can't even get a reservation on Mother's Day. Father's Day, it's almost like you can eat wherever you want to eat. But the fact of the matter is, fathers are on the rise. Fathers are making a difference. And across America, a huge fatherhood initiative to bring men back into the lives of their families and really strengthen the family bond. Joining us now is Coach Stephen Lynn, who is not just the coach, he is the host of the Dare to Dream program. And not only is he the Dare to Dream, he's an actor, he's a director, he's a screenwriter, and he's just got a little bit of time for us here on Perspective. So, Coach, good to have you, man.
My friend, what a pleasure to be back.
I know you're around
Truly.
the globe doing a whole lot of stuff, so thank you for taking the time to come sit down with us for a few minutes.
No problem.
Listen, Father's Day is right around the corner.
Yes.
And as we talk about fathers, I'm going to start with the key component. Mm-hmm. How important are fathers in the lives of families?
Well, it's everything. They're part of the equation, if you will. There was only two to make one, and he's a part of it. So his bloodline is in there, his genes, his dreams, his history. So when the father's involved with that, it grows as a flower, as we said earlier. Mm-hmm. But when he's not involved, that piece is missing, and it's detrimental to a boy, girl, you name it. When the father is not there, it's just not good for the family, not good for the child at all. Case after case. So he's everything in a way. Him and the mother, bottom line.
Mm-hmm. And on your show, Dare to Dream, you talk a lot with fathers.
Yes.
And you do what we call fatherhood empowerment, if you will. Mm-hmm. It's taking the time to really empower fathers and men to really step it up. And for those who've already stepped it up, you really to step it up for, because, you know, here's my problem with it. A lot of times we put a bad rap on men, saying that men don't want to be active in the lives of their children. Men are, you know, absent from the home and the parent as a parent. But the reality is, you got a lot of men who are holding it down. Many
men. You know, that's the adages that you mentioned in the early part of the segment are just not true. Fathers are there. We just don't get the accolades. We may not be recognized or out in the forefront of what we're doing, but that's not what we do in the first place. We're not doing this for glory and glamour. We're doing this because that's what we're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And so those fathers who are really there doing the day by day, we commend them. However, I have to say that, unfortunately, particularly the last couple of generations, we fumbled the ball, no doubt. A lot of fathers have taken the easy route. There's been many factors involved in that, a lot of excuses why fathers are not really involved in the day-to-day operations. But a new day is here. We're on the scene, bottom line. And our creed is and will always be fatherhood through deeds, not words. You know, we don't have a lot of conversation, and men don't like to talk in general a lot. We're not really here to be rapping for hours and hours about our problems. Show me. Let me do something. Let me put my hands on it. So that's really what we're pushing to the fathers. Get involved. Do some dishes. Get that laundry done. Talk to the teacher. Text your kids. Simple things. And the fathers now, particularly in the Bronx and all throughout the city, have really taken hold of that. They see the power in it. And we're just really blessed with that.
When you talk about the fathers, the President of the United States, President Barack Obama, has definitely identified the need for a fatherhood initiative nationally. Here in the Bronx, Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. Locally. What does it make you feel like, given the fact that now electeds and starting from our commander-in-chief really recognize the importance and the role of the father in the family?
Well, it means everything to us. We were very honored, and we've been working with the President's office since day one, working with developing the initiatives on a national level, getting a lot of the associations and the groups to understand that this fatherhood piece, once again, is a little bit different than other organizations. We're not really about a lot of talk. We're about action. Let's do some things. Let's have some events. And the President has been all wholeheartedly behind that. But even more, the President has really led this once again through deeds. He's made it very clear and shown time after time that while I am the leader of the free world, if my daughter is having a problem in school, I got to go. If he's ready for her prom, I want to meet him. Right. That's the bottom line. I want to see what she's doing. Is she reading? Both of his girls. Are they still eating well? Those are his priority.
And he eats dinner just about with his family.
Of course. And he talks to them on a daily basis. Russia, all that. You got to wait. Nothing personal, but my family comes first. Because when it's all said and done, and he's no longer being president of the United States, he's still going to be dad. And so that's what we've been promoting to the other fathers. Use that as an example. Same thing with the borough president. We're so proud. We're working with him hand in hand on uplifting the Bronx. And I must say we're very proud. As you know, we're the leaders in this nationwide. No one does it like what we do. No one has the guts and the will, if you will, to reach out to the fathers, particularly those fathers who need it the most. We're heavy in the projects. We're heavy in the jails, places where no one else will go, where the fathers tend to be on a high level. That's where we are, promoting them, telling them it's not too late. It's not. Your kids still love you. Your kids still need you. And the borough president's really been supportive of that, so we're happy about that. But we got a lot more work to do.
And you're doing some stuff on the state level?
Of course, with the statewide initiative, particularly dealing with Dads Take Your Child to School Day, which is our real Super Bowl, getting fathers to understand that the school and education, that's our plug. That's our best weapon for fathers. That's what we do. If nothing else, you want to make sure that your children get a great education, period. Everything else comes after that. But so we said on this Dads Take Your Child to School Day, September 16th, this year, for our 5th year, we're really going to kick it off statewide, where all of the schools, all of the fathers, on that day, you're going to take your time to take your children to school for many reasons. One, because first and foremost, let's be clear on this, you're letting the streets know that my son or my daughter has got somebody behind them. Don't try to do any of that crazy stuff with mine, because mine is a gang of one, me. Second, we want the fathers to really understand that you and the teacher need to be tight like glue. That's going to be your partner in this, because your teacher and the education is everything, once again. So we're really promoting that. The governor has been really supportive. Administration for Children and Family Services, Region 2, they've ordained us really working with the fatherhood initiatives all the way, top to bottom, east to west, New York State. We're going to lead this nation in this one.
So break down, let's do this. After the break, I want you to break down a little bit about the Fatherhood Initiative. What exactly does that encompass? Because as you're moving from state to state and you're getting men to come on board, what exactly are they coming on board to, and how we can possibly shoot some men into the program?
You got it.
We're going to take a quick break and come back more with Coach Stephen Lynn on Dare to Dream program. He'll be with us in just a second, right after this.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush, brush. Every day and every night. Brush, 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 brush. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Look and have your toothbrush so that they can brush your teeth. Think that you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, I am.
Give it to him hard.
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh,
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm going to come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's going to happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
Continue our conversation with Coach Stephen Lynn from the Dare to Dream program, host here on BronxNet Television, as well as movie star, director, all that good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're proud of your progress
Thank
too.
you so
and
much.
being a role model for a lot of people, and people get to see you and see where you've come from and what you have the ability to do. I want to talk about rolling from city to city, the Fatherhood Initiative. We know, as we said, we talked about the president, even down to the borough president, even across the state, that this initiative is rolling out. So when you roll into a city, what happens?
Well, first of all, we pull the team together, if you will. We do a call for those who are interested in initiating a fatherhood movement program. Not easy, but also not impossible. We normally have a general orientation, what the fatherhood program really entails, what you're getting ready to get into, if you will. Try to be on this team, you got to be ready, because we've dug ourselves in such a deep hole with a lot of the fathers, with no hope, despair, a lot of excuses. So those who are looking for a quick fix, I try to let them know right away, this is not going to happen overnight. You're not going to win the championship overnight. You got to play a lot of games. But if you stick with it, if you have a listening ear and you're willing to follow the game plan, if you will win. So that's what we do, really get the team ready. Once we do that, then we really put together a plan, and that's what we're in the final stages of now, of how to set up a successful fatherhood program. And I try to make it as simple as possible. I didn't want to have a lot of complicated plays. Let's use some oldies but goodies. A lot of meetings, a lot of practice, if you will. No, you can't do it once a month and think you're going to have any results. So you're going to probably be meeting at least twice a month, no doubt. Mix it up, if you will. Some fathers are in the evenings, some fathers are in the mornings. So you might have to have a couple of dual practices, 2-a-days, if you will.
Right.
No telling. As well as having the resources. When the fathers come, we've been doing this for some time now. So we know that a lot of the fathers are playing the game similar. Many of us have issues with child support. So we have the Office of Child Support on the state level that's right there with us. Let's address those right away. Many of the fathers are having issues with visitation. Me and the mother are no longer together, and I'm feeling like a secondhand student on that one. You see, I don't really get the rights, or I don't feel like I have the rights to be involved with my children like the mother. So we dispel that. Let's get you right on that. Let's get the paperwork right. Let's get your mind right. We're having dealing with the jobs, if you will. A lot of the fathers, statewide, particularly upstate, we're now coming out of this recession, if you will. The recovery is slow to come, but it's coming. But you have to be prepared for this game. So let's get you in the trainings that you need. Let's see what's down the road and what you're lacking. So we're trying to really get the computer skills, making sure you go back to school, finish your GED. Maybe you need to get your associates. You got a little time. Maybe you need to get your bachelor's. So we're really pushing that with the fathers. And last but not least, we get them on this deeds, not words tour, if you will. So as I said before, you're getting ready to do a lot of dishes. You're going to do a lot of laundry. You're going to talk to your kids like you talked to no one else ever before. You're going to know them like you know the back of your hand. So we've created what we call a daddy report card and it's really going well so far. And the Daddy Report Card, of course, has all the things you need to get signed off on your weekly workout. And the fun thing about it is your kids sign it. So you're not going to fake that, and no tougher coach than your kids, because they're not having it. They're not having no excuses.
What's the response like having kids now be reintroduced or reconnected or empowered by their father? Because for some that we know, there's been this disconnect.
Yes.
So in all connections, in all honesty, all connections are not always good connections, and there's a lot of rough terrain that you have to walk over.
Yes. Well, from the children's standpoint, I must say, and I have to say this with clarity and with true belief, 100% of the children love it. They want it. I wanted to talk to my father. I never wanted him to be away from me. I don't even know why he left in the first place. It didn't have anything to do with me. So they want it, but they're apprehensive about it. You understand? Because once I let you back in, my whole heart is in, and if you leave me again, that's painful. So if anything, they want it, but they're just very careful. But they've been asking for it. Once it happens, we get letters from kids all over saying, Coach, I'm so happy. Kids, young and old. We got some old folks that are now just reconnecting with their fathers for the first time, and they love it. They love it. I've wanted to talk to my father. I wanted to see what I look like. Who looked like me? I didn't know. He looks just like me. You know, acts just like me. And so it's been a wonderful thing. Not to mention the fathers. A lot of tears, boy, when they finally get a chance to see their kids and they're forgiven. That's one of our creeds. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. And it's just been a wonderful feeling. I feel so blessed that we even got involved in this.
Well, what takeaway do you have out of all of this? Because now that you've had the ability to work with men across the country, what does it feel like for you being able to be involved in such a high level of really shaping and reshaping families?
It's a true honor, a blessing. We call it the assignment. You know, we have a radio station now on WHCR, and myself and the co-host called it, we deemed it the assignment, and that was my assignment, to be able to put this together, to start mending those fences, fathers and their children, which is translated into the community, because we know that when a father is involved with his children, actively involved, things start changing in the community. The crime rate goes down, prostitution starts going down, the rate starts going down, all those social ills. When we looked at them, they all had a contributing factor. One variable seemed to be in all those: murder rates, the shootings. You know, I know you've seen them going on, particularly recently. A lot of these crazy shootings, particularly these young boys, just randomly shooting. And then when we talk to them, what about your father? I don't know who that fool is. Bitter, very bitter. So I just feel so honored that we were able to be the glue, if you will, be a spokesman.
We were talking a little bit in the break about the Detroit 300, where you saw men who were actually 300 men after seeing grandmothers be raped, great-grandmothers be raped by young men in the community. 300 men get together and say, enough is enough.
Yes.
We're taking our community back. And they were able to change the culture of the neighborhood.
Yes.
Do you believe that if that's done even on a more national level, that we can see some real powerful results?
Immediately. And we have been seeing it, and we applaud Detroit in the 300. It was most needed, and we're doing a lot of work in Detroit, have been for some time, along those lines, supporting them. But there's no doubt, if the fathers and the men start pulling their weight, start having less excuses, stop looking for easy street. You're looking for the easy way out. There's no such thing. Everything starts to change. The community starts changing. The world starts changing. Our situation starts changing. And it all starts in your mind. It costs us nothing. That's the good thing about it. We might not have the resources. We might not have the pull, supposedly, that everyone thinks we have to have. But we got the guts, and we got the will, and we got the position. Because you're already a father. You're already a man in the community. Now just step up to the game. And you're not alone. You're not alone. We'll do it together. You don't got to win this game by yourself, but you're going to play. You got to put something in.
You'll be active participant.
Exactly. Or you could sit on the sidelines and get left behind.
That's right. Well, we want you to stay with us. We want you to be an active participant in the show. We got a few more minutes left. Got to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll get some final comments and thoughts from Coach Lane.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm gonna come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's gonna happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
I love being in classrooms like this one and learning new things. But I'm a Brooklyn girl, and I know school can be hard. It's demanding, and we kids have many distractions, lots of other things we could be doing. Sometimes even your friends may tell you that school isn't cool, that it isn't the place to be. Don't listen to them. There's nothing more important than education. It's the key to everything else. It helps us understand our world and be better people, better friends, and better citizens. So stay in school, and don't let anyone tell you that you're not good enough or smart enough. Be a star, shine brighter than anyone else, and you'll make the grade.
This has been a public service announcement of the Make the Grade Foundation. Go to makethegrade.org to learn more.
Continue our conversation with Coach Steve Lynn, Dare to Dream, and as we said, we're getting down to the final few minutes. People have an opportunity to really partner, both men and women, with this fatherhood initiative. Share with us how people can get on board.
Well, for those who are interested in the fatherhood initiative, joining our team, we encourage them to hit us up on the website, dadstakeyourchildtoschoolday.org. On that website, you'll be able to register not only for that day, our Super Bowl again, September 16th, but you'll be in a database now where we'll be able to reach out to you personally, talk to you about what your dream is about this initiative, as well as partner you with a local fatherhood initiative, Administration for Children and Family Services, other resources that you need to get you started, as well as we're now developing a how-to video on how to put together a successful fatherhood program, which will be on the website. That way you don't have to start from scratch, if you will. All the lessons we've learned over these 20 plus years in doing this, now you can start the game. So we're really encouraged about that, as well as, of course, we'd love for them to join us on Facebook. That's our new outlet at My Dad Is Love, My Dad Is Love, where the Facebook is about one thing only, and that's the Responsible Fatherhood Movement. Events, trainings, programs, outings, you name it. Resources, up-to-date information, that's what it's really about.
We've heard women say, and I've been around mothers who've actually said, I just don't know how to parent, and I need the help with parenting.
Yes.
Because we are men, sometimes we're not the ones that are really so forthright with being honest about ourselves and our deficiencies. Do you hear from men, I need help with this thing, I don't know what I'm doing?
Yes. What we found is, once brothers start feeling comfortable, once again, as we said earlier, we're not the biggest conversationalists, particularly when it comes to that issue, because many of us have been beaten down. If I have not been involved in my children's life for some time, I might feel this small, in my mind. Even though I act to the world and to the streets, I'm tough. I'm a tough dude. I got it together. But in our minds, I keep hearing these voices of, you're no good. You don't even talk to your kids, and it burns you. It never lets you go. So once they come into the fatherhood program, we put them in a place where they feel comfortable to share. We're very blessed with, and they understand quickly, you're not the only one in this boat. The same way that you felt, I felt, me personally. So we know where you're coming from. The bottom line is where you're trying to go. You don't have to tell us your whole story, because, we're in here, let's for solutions. I'm not really here to hear a lot of crying and talking about, oh, the whole world is against me and I can't make it. We ain't having that on this team. It can be done. You can change it just like that. Just call your kids. Talk to them. Tell them you love them. Once again, tell the mother, listen, I know that you're not going to be able to let me see them for a little while because I have to earn my trust. let me do their laundry, even though I can't see them. Would you do that? Would you? And once the fellas start doing it, they start feeling that pride of, wow, I can do this because I'm going to earn it. It's not going to come overnight, and it's not going to come from me just talking to my kids. I want to see my kids. See them and do what? What you going to do when you see them? Are you going to check their homework? Are you going to take them to the library and sit with them? Are you going to escort them to ballet and basketball practice? Make sure they get a little something to eat? You know all the things we have to do. On the bus, would you do that? And once they start seeing that, coach, I see how I'm going to get back in this game because I'm going to earn my stripes. I'm going to start working out. Next thing you know, it's a great life, and they're so happy. And they spread, too. They tell their brothers and their uncles and their cousins. And the fatherhood programs are packed, and I mean packed. We don't have any empty seats.
You did some work with New York Knicks legend Allen Houston.
We're still working with him always.
Very heavy into the foundation.
Yeah, with the foundation. We were blessed. We were the ones who held the Bronx tour. We were the ones who co-facilitated with them, and I got a chance to do his commercial. We did a It's Never Too Late commercial, so I got a chance to act in that a little bit.
Yeah.
So as well, Allen's great partner, real great. He's not the only one. Got a lot of people: Tony Dungy, Jerome Bettis, a lot of the New York Yankees now, the New York Mets, the Lakers, the Pistons.
Not the Lakers, but all right.
Yeah, the Lakers.
Yeah,
Kobe.
I'm not a Laker fan, but okay, yeah.
But we needed them because L.A., as you know, we've been in L.A. for a little while. They needed it desperately, particularly Compton, Watts, South Central, Long Beach. So they were able to work with us on that. Detroit, Houston, Miami. LeBron's get real heavy into it. Dwayne Wade, of course, heavy into the fatherhood initiative.
Right.
So we're doing a lot of stuff. Michael, too, down in North Carolina. We're getting ready to head down there. So Mike and the Bobcats now want to initiate that throughout North Carolina. So it's growing. They heard our message, and they love our style. Deeds, not words.
That's it. Well, before we leave, if people want to get in touch with you, what do they do?
Once again, of course, watch the show. We'd be honored. Join us on Tuesdays, right before Perspective. Every Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Hit us up on Facebook. That's the best way to get in contact with us and keep track of what we're doing. MyDadIsLove.com. And also join us on Twitter, NYC Dare to Dream. See what's going on. I'll let them know what's happening.
That's right.
Talk to me.
And you got to come back and let us know what's happening.
Oh, anytime.
That's right.
Anytime, my friend.
Coach Steve Lynn, Dare to Dream program. He's on right before us right here on Perspectives. As always, come on, check him out every Tuesday. He's on at 8 o'clock, and you'll catch yours truly at 8:30. So it's a nice little 1-2 combination. Want to say a special shout out to all the fathers out there. Wish them a very happy Father's Day, as well as all the men out there trying to make a difference. And listen, there's a whole lot of people out there trying to make a difference. And that's why we do Perspectives, because we invite people to come and share their perspective. And you never know, because if you share it with somebody else, it just might make that word a difference in somebody else's life. Darren Jaime saying take care and God bless, and we'll see you soon on Perspectives.
What's on your mind?
Anything relevant to life, you bring it to the table. Whether you make a move solo or a movement with a stable. No fables, you speak on your decisions. Cause in the long run, it's your voice, your views, your vision. Keeping it real with many messages for you to know. This ain't radio, but DJ runs the show. Entertainment, he rocks it. Politics, he locks it. The host with the most would handle any topic. Don't forget to share your perspective, which shines a light. Cause it might make a difference in someone else's life. What's your perspective?